Despite the backdrop of the pandemic, IPO activity on the London Stock Exchange throughout the first half of 2021 has been experiencing its best run since 2014. And in this segment, I'll take you through 7 major upcoming IPO listings on the London Stock Exchange. But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to stay across the latest videos from Kalkine. Let's begin our dive into 7 major IPO listings for the LSE by beginning with EG Group. The Issa Brothers-owned British convenience store and fuel retailer has hinted that the company could be considering an IPO, though the contours of it have not yet been finalised. It's being speculated though that the new owner of Asda Group could go for a £10 billion initial public offering. IPO talks have been bubbling since the company named veteran Stuart Rose as its non-executive chairman. Brewdog. The Scottish multinational pub chain and brewery have long been hinting at a probable IPO and could be aiming for a valuation of over $2.6 billion. The IPO is rumoured to take place sometime later this year. In October last year, the company raised £7.5 million through a fresh round of crowdfunding. Till March 2021, the company had raised around $100 million through various rounds of private equity and crowdfunding. Jaguar Land Rover. Plans to list Jaguar Land Rover, also known as JLR, have been on the cards since 2017. The UK-based luxury car maker has recently been focusing on electric vehicles, but its June quarter sales were impacted by the shortage of semi-conductors. It reported a pre-tax loss of £110 million with revenue of £4.97 billion. Since Brexit, the luxury car maker's margins and sales have been impacted. There are speculations that the owner of JLR, Tata Motors, the biggest automobile manufacturing company in India, is planning to go for a $10 billion IPO for capacity expansion as well as reducing its debts. Monzo Bank Limited. Recently, the leadership of the UK-based online bank hinted at the prospect of a probable IPO. Sujata Bhatia, the company's chief operating officer, admitted that an IPO could be on the cards and that it would be beneficial for the company. The company is presently focusing on expanding and growing in the US, which means an IPO could actually be delayed until as late as 2023. Starling Bank. The British digital lender said it was aiming for a stock market float by the end of 2022. It reduced its losses by more than half and was expecting full-year profitability. For the 16 months ending on March 2021, the company posted a loss of £23.3 million, down from £52.1 million in the year ended November 2019. CEO Anne Bowden said that a public float would likely occur by the end of 2022 or early 23. However, the company was not keen on rushing into a flotation, despite the government trying to ease rules to make London IPOs smoother for fintechs like Starling. McLaren Automotive. The British automaker is rumoured to be exploring an IPO sometime this year. It's been reported that the IPO would be done through a deal with a special purpose acquisition company, as this method of listing is subjected to lesser regulatory hurdles and needs less preparation. The company reportedly was aiming to raise as much as £500 million worth of capital. In December last year, it had disclosed its plans to restructure with £500 million of refinancings. Oxford Nanopore Technologies. The UK-based company dealing in nanopore technology is expected to come up with an IPO that would value it between £4 billion and £7 billion. Throughout 2020, it had 3 different rounds of funding that gained over $300 million. The company raised another £195 million recently that has taken its total funding to $1.1 billion since its launch in 2005. The company plans to go for a public float in the second half of this year. If you enjoyed the information contained in this video, then make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay across the latest videos. For more information, just jump across to the website kalkinemedia.com. I'm James Preston for Kalkine.